Hello, everybody. Lynne here, coming at you over the internet. Welcome to our yoga practice on the lanai. Go ahead and gather up your props if you've got them. A blanket to sit on, your yoga mat. Maybe you would like to have a towel to use if you don't have a strap, and your yoga strap. You can use a belt or a scarf if you don't have a yoga strap. So go ahead if you need to pause the video and gather those items. Please do. Otherwise, let's just come right into our seated position. Sitting cross-legged or maybe legs extended. Just sit in a way that you're comfortable, that you can start to elevate your hips above your knees. One of the things I like to do is to sit up on a blanket, and maybe even two blankets. I personally would like to be a little bit higher, but I only brought one blanket outside with me for our practice today. So find your seat, rooting into your sit bones. Go ahead and shut down your eyes. Just a little centering here before we begin our practice today. And just allow yourself to come into stillness. Allow your mind to begin to still. Allow your body to still. And just know that you don't have anything else to do right now or anywhere else to be. And just drop into stillness. Release your thoughts as they're racing through your mind. Allow any tension to release from your physical body, whether that's the tension in your brow or tension in your temples. Soften your eyes. Soften the muscles of your face, your cheeks, your jaw. Just allow your lower jaw to slightly separate from your upper jaw. And just let your tongue relax. Release any tension. Allow the muscles of your neck to soften. Releasing tension in the front of your throat, the back of your neck, across the front of your collarbones. Let there be a little sense of opening and broadening as your shoulder blades drop down away from your ears. Allow your shoulder blades to drop towards the earth. Just allow there to be this opening through your heart center. Allow yourself to slowly take in more breath. Begin to feel expansion and openness. And draw both your hands to your heart center, allowing your head to bow down as your sternum lifts The quote I chose today is by Thich Nhat Hanh. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment, to appreciate the peace and beauty that are available now. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment, to appreciate the peace and beauty that are available now. Slowly open your eyes, hands still at your heart center, and spread your fingers nice and wide. Continue to lift up through the front side of your body, from the floor of your pelvis, up through your abdomen, up through your heart center, and up through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulder blades slightly together without overly squeezing. Let there be this sense of openness. Release your hands. On your inhalation, arms go up. On your exhalation, arms go down. Just begin to feel and move with your breath. It doesn't matter if you're in time with me, just lifting your arms up on your inhalation and releasing and dropping your arms back down on your exhalation. Just feeling this nice sense of lengthening, reaching up to the sky. Next time your arms go up, interlace your fingers. Press your palms up to the sky. Lift up and out of your side waist as you press down into your sit bones. Really lift a little more. Rib cage up and off of your pelvis. Push up through your index finger ball mount. Remember which finger is on top. Take your hands behind your back. Start by bending your elbows as you interlace your fingers together and slowly straighten your arms behind you. Keep the lift through the front side of your body. Keep gazing forward. This time, really work to bring your shoulder blades together. If it's too much, just straighten your arms. Go back to bent elbows. Lengthening here. Collarbones spreading wide. And release. Arms go up, interlace your fingers. Now opposite index fingers on top. Pushing palms back up to the ceiling. Lengthening up and out of your side waist. Really finding this lift, length, space. Push up through your index finger ball mount. Feel yourself expanding and opening up. Let's take our hands now behind our backs. Same interlace here. Squeeze your shoulders together. Slowly straighten your arms. Lifting your chest. So find this lift, this sense of opening with resisting that urge to go into back extension. Keeping your spine neutral, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Release your arms. Sweep back up towards the sky. Palms turn to face each other. Now think about your armpits here and turn your armpits to face each other, as if they could actually face each other, and lift up through your arms. Reach up through your elbows even more. Spread your palms. Spread your fingers. Reach up through the thumb side of your hand. Reach up through the pinky side of your hand. Twist right. Look over your shoulder. Using your left hand as leverage, roll your right shoulder back just a little more. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Release, unravel, come back to center. Arms back up and overhead. Let's start by turning our armpits to face each other. Extend up through your elbows. Spread your palms. Spread your fingers wide. Find the lift through the front side of your body again. Keep your spine neutral. Reach for the stars. Twist to the left. Roll your left shoulder back. Taking your eyes back behind you. Continuing to lengthen. Lengthen, lengthen. Release. Bring yourself back to center and just slowly hinge forward, walking your fingertips out. Keep your sit bones rooted and just allow yourself to drop to the earth. Head may or may not reach the floor. If you've got a prop or a block or a book, maybe a bolster, you can place your forehead on your block if your forehead doesn't reach the floor. If it doesn't reach the floor, just release your neck. Softening here. Root back into your sit bones. Reach out through your fingertips. And then start to walk your hands to the right, over your right thigh. Lengthen and walk your left fingers out just a little more. Reach through your left side waist. Just a little more. Come back through to center. Walk your hands around to your opposite side. And then reach out. Reach out through your right fingers. Connect and breathe into your right side waist. Let your head drop. Walk and come back to center and just round yourself all the way up, stacking your spine, rolling your shoulders back, allowing your head to come up last. Let's change the cross of our legs. Opposite leg in front, lengthening, arms sweep back up to the ceiling. Turn your armpits to face each other. Spread your fingers. Spread your palms. Gazing forward. Aligning your spine. Let's twist left, left. Roll your left shoulder back. Use your opposite hand as leverage on your knee. Lengthening up. So as you twist, broaden through your collarbones. Maintain length in your spine as you lengthen up through the crown of your head. Unravel back to center. Sweep your arms all the way back up. Turn your armpits to face each other. Lift up, extend up through your elbows. Straighten your arms a little more. Spread your palms a little more. Reach your fingers upward. Twist and look over your shoulders. Use your left hand as leverage. Looking over your right shoulder. And come back to center. Here we go. Walking out. Folding forward. Dropping your head down to the earth. If your head doesn't reach the earth, Support your head if you'd like, but soften through the back of your neck. Continue to lengthen out here. Not forcing, it's not about how far forward we fold. It's just a nice, gentle release through our spine. Walk your hands to the left, over your left thigh, reaching out through your right arm, lengthening out just a little more. And coming back through center. And it looks like the landscapers have arrived next door. Dropping your head, lengthening, releasing all distractions. Stretching out. And bringing yourself back to center. Walking your hands back, rounding yourself up, rolling your shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. Let's come out of this position and take our legs straight out in front of us. And give your legs a little shake. We were there for quite a little bit of time. Shake your legs. Sit yourself up nice and tall, and let's just do a little contract and release of our thighs. So we're pulling our kneecaps up. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, lengthening up through the crown of your head. As you pull your kneecaps up, you're pulling and releasing. Your feet are nice and flexed. Now let's go ahead and point and flex our ankles. Just point and flex. Now let's go ahead, circle our ankles in one direction. And circle in the opposite direction. Come into Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, and let's just take a moment and give ourselves a little foot massage. So there's no right or wrong answer for this foot massage. Just getting into anywhere that you feel tightness. Maybe it's your outer heel, your inner heel. Maybe it's your toes. Just pull them back and lift them up. Wiggle them, spread them. And release. Come back into Dandasana with your legs extended, pushing out. Tense your fingers alongside you. Now, if you need to put a micro bend in your knees or a big bend in your knees, go ahead. We don't want to strain through our hamstrings, and we want to keep our spine nice and upright. Reach out through your fingers, lengthen through the crown of your head, and let's turn your head to the right. Come back through center and turn your head to the left. Back to center, turn your head to the right. Just taking your eyes back behind you as we go. Back to center, turn your head left. Come back to center, turn your head right. Back to center, to the left, back to center. Let's go to the right, hold to the right. Take your eyes back behind you. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Release, let's come back, turn your head to the left. Continue to lengthen up. taking your eyes back, coming back to center. Let's go ahead and come on to our backs. And just go ahead and roll yourself all the way down. Feet flat on the ground. Bring your hands, if you need to support your head, please support your head. Bring your hands to your lower abdomen and pelvic tilt, flattening your back and arching your back. And flattening your back and arching and flattening and arching. Just moving your spine here. Nice articulation. Now bring yourself into neutral position. Walk your feet in just a little bit closer together. Depending on your room, you're going to take your arms out into a T or to a cactus, and we're just going to start to rock our knees from side to side. Keep your feet together, dropping your knees to the side, up to center, over to the opposite side, and come up. Just rocking back and forth. Just allowing your hips to lift, allowing your back to arch. Just moving with your breath rhythm. It doesn't matter if we're in sync. Just moving back and forth. Next time you drop your knees to the right, turn, look over your left shoulder. Anchor your left shoulder down on the ground. And slowly come up. Drop your knees over to the opposite side. Turning, looking over your right shoulder. Coming up, slowly extending your legs out. Take your arms over your head and let's come into our full body stretch. Reaching, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Face the ceiling for this one. Flex your feet, push out through your heels, and actively press your lower rib cage down into the mat. The region of your kidneys downward. Flop like a rag doll. Zip your legs together, and on your exhale, just begin to draw your right knee into your chest. Inhale, expand arms and legs. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw your right knee in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, left leg in. So just alternating here. Lengthening. Exhale, drawing in. And lengthen. Exhale in. Extend your leg all the way out before you bring your opposite leg in. Draw in. So level yourself out. Finish with your left side. And extend full body stretch. Push out through your heels. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. On your next exhale, both knees draw into your chest. Now, if this is too much to draw both knees into your chest, extend back out, arms and legs, opposite direction. If it's too much, go back to one leg at a time. Just alternating. We want to honor our bodies. We don't want to create any unnecessary strain in our lower backs. Let's do one more, drawing in. Keep your head on the ground. Give yourself a hug. Draw your knees in. Rock a little from side to side. As you rock from side to side, let your head go with you to the right, to the left, back and forth, and back to center. And then set both feet down on the ground. Draw your right knee into your chest and hold behind your right thigh, and start to bring your right thigh out, your right knee towards your right armpit. Flex your foot. Half happy baby for those of you that know this. For those of you that would like to reach and grab your foot with your right hand. If not, continue to hold behind your thigh. Foot flexed. Just allowing there to be an opening here through your hip, your groin. And let's release our right leg. Draw your left leg in and let's take it out towards our left armpit, holding behind your thigh. Or if you've got half happy baby, reach up, grab your left foot. Keep your opposite knee bent, opposite foot on the floor. Now release and bring your feet down to the ground. Grab whatever you're using for your strap today and take your right leg up in the air and loop your foot. You can keep your left leg bent or extended. Just depends on your spine. If you extend your leg out and it feels a little funky, come back in your lower back. Just go back to a bent knee position. Soften your grip on the strap. Anchor your shoulders. Bring your head down if your head has lifted off the floor. And just gently pull down. We want to find the point where our right leg is straight. We're not forcing, releasing any gripping. Become aware if you've tensed your jaw, soften your jaw. And let's go ahead and switch. Take your left leg up in the air. Start with your right leg in the bent knee position. Find the point where your left leg is straight, and then slowly slide your leg out, your opposite leg. Both feet are flexed, both legs are straight. Gently pulling down. Just becoming aware of the subtle differences between your hamstrings. Did you go back to your death grip? Release your death grip on your strap. Keep your head on the ground. Soften your jaw. And go ahead and release. Let's go back to our right leg, taking your right leg back up into the strap. For this version, we're going to keep our left knee bent, holding our strap, and we're going to do a little pumping action of bringing our knee, our right knee, down towards our chest, and then straightening our leg back up and bringing our knee down to our chest and back up. And just play with this a little bit. Maybe take your knee out towards your right armpit and then go up, and then maybe slightly across your body and back up. There's, again, as I like to say, there's no right or wrong way with this pumping action of our knee. We're just working to open up our hips, knee, and then let's go all the way straight up in the air and just pull down on your strap. Push up through your heel just a little more. Release. And let's go ahead and left leg up in the air. So remember, right leg is knee is bent, foot is on the floor. And let's go ahead and begin our little pumping action. Knee just moving wherever feels good. Working through range of motion, coming slightly across your body, up, straight in, out towards your armpit. Now take your legs straight up in the air. Gently pull down on your strap, opening up the sole of your foot, your heel, your Achilles, your calves, the backs of your legs, those lovely hamstring muscles. Just allow them to open. And let's go ahead and release and set your strap to the side, knees bent, feet flat on the floor here. Draw both knees. Actually, let's do one leg at a time again. Draw your right knee into your chest, and let's take half happy baby. So you're either holding the outside edge of your right foot, or we're going back and just hooking our elbow around and holding our thigh down with our forearm on the back of our thigh. If you're sneaking a peek, that's the version that I'm doing. If you can grab your foot, by all means, grab your foot. And release. Let's take our left leg up and into half happy baby again. So either you're holding your foot, drawing your knee down towards your armpit, or you're holding the back of your thigh. It's kind of like a little coat hanger hook, holding your thigh. So my forearm is hooking and pulling my thigh down towards my armpit. Keep your foot flexed. And release, feet down. And let's take full happy baby. Let's reach up. You're gonna grab your feet. If you can grab your feet and you've lifted your head up, take your head back down and just begin to rock from side to side. So here's the version grabbing your feet. I'm gonna go back to the version of holding behind my thighs. And in this version, I'm clasping my fingers together and just pulling and rock from side to side. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab your feet with your hands. Tuck your chin. Roll yourself up. Push your forearms into your shins. Scoop through your abdomen. Gaze towards your navel. So we're in our Baddha Konasana position here again. Let's go ahead and release and bring your feet down to the ground. Head down. Extend, full body stretch here. Lengthening, pushing out through your heels. Zip your legs together. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms away from you. Lengthen our supine mountain pose here. Press your lower rib cage back down into the ground. Push out through your heels. flop like a rag doll. We're going to bend our knees one at a time, slowly rolling over to your sides and bringing yourself up to a seated position. And from this seated position, we're going to transition into or onto hands and knees. I'm going to get my blanket and place it under my knees. I'm not sure where you're practicing, but the pavers on the lanai are a little challenging on the knees, and maybe you're on your tile floor if you don't have a place with a carpet. So take care of your knees. Let's spread our fingers and cat and cow, rounding your back and arching. So just moving here again with your breath rhythm. And for this version of cat-cow, I have my toes turned under, opening up the soles of our feet. And now bring your into a neutral position, all 10 toenails back on the ground. Push back into child's pose, the version with your knees together, head dropping down. Now your head may or may not reach the ground. You can always grab your block, walk your fingers out a little bit further away from you, extend out through your arms, lengthening here. Keep drawing your sit bones back as if we were going to go into a dog pose. Find the energy of dog arms in this child's pose, really lengthening. Bring yourself back up to hands and knees. Come up to high kneeling and bring your hands to your hips, lengthening up. We're going to take our right leg forward. We're going to make a box lunge today. Drop your sit bones down. So we're working to drop both of our sit bones downward as we lift up through the front of our pelvis and up through our abdomen and up through our heart center. Resist any urge to go into a back bend and really just lengthen. Roll your shoulder blades back and slightly move your elbows back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And now sweep your arms up. Find this action that we did earlier of wrapping our armpits. So we're moving our armpits as if our armpits could face each other. And then lift up and out of your side waist. Lift up through your elbows. Spread your palms. Lengthen and reach upward. And let's release and switch to our second side. Left leg's going to come forward, making our box. We're going to lift. So here, if we tilt our pelvis forward as if we're spilling our bucket, we get a big arch in our lumbar curve. So right now I want you to drop your sit bones, lift, bringing your pelvis into a neutral position. So we really are finding this length through our whole spine, from our knee that's on the ground up, both arms up to the ceiling. Take your armpits and turn them as if they could face each other. Extend up through your elbows. Lengthen up through your arms. Spread your palms. Spread your fingers. Grow taller here. And release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Back to our first side, our right leg forward. Use your couch, use your walls, whatever you've got to help you balance. And find the lift through your abdomen again. Roll your shoulders back so that we broaden and open across the front of our chest. And we continue to lift. This time, take your arms up and overhead and hook your thumbs. Turn your palms to face forward. Lifting up, 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 up. It's time to twist towards your right leg. Opening up. Left hand on your knee. Your right arm can be out into your T, or you can put your hand on your hip. Roll your right shoulder back and slowly turn and look over your right shoulder, lengthening your spine. Little bit of balance work here in this kneeling position. And release, unravel, come back to center. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Taking your left leg forward, finding your alignment, lifting yourself up. Arms go back up and overhead and hook your thumbs. And if you remember which way you had your thumbs, switch them. Lengthen, spread your palms, lift up, gaze forward, gaze straight out between your arms. Let's twist to the left, right hand on your knee. Left arm can go out into your T, or it can go onto your hip, and turn and look over your left shoulder. Taking your eyes behind you. And release. Unravel, come back to center. Let's come down to our hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Turn your toes under and find your downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up, pushing back through your heels, and just begin to pedal your feet. Dragging your heels back. Lengthening up through your sit bones. So not only are we just pedaling our feet back, we're also dragging our heels back, really finding some length through the soles of our feet, through our hamstrings. It's not about how fast we do this. Slow your pace down. And now push back through your heels. Bend your knees. So your heels are going to lift off the floor a little bit. Bend your knees. Stick your sit bones up. Oh, I know we're holding this dog pose for a little bit longer, but you can do it. Straighten your legs. Drag your heels back. Spread your toes. And come down into child's pose. This time, feet together, knees wide. Stretch yourself all the way out. Lengthening your spine. Bring yourself back up to hands and knees. And from here, let's go ahead and lengthen into a kneeling plank, a kneeling Dandasana. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then we're going to just lower ourselves down to our abdomen. All the way down. A few times here. Hands are right by your armpits. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them back. Roll them back. And now roll them back and begin to inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Make any adjustments that you need. Make sure your hands are in the right position. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. Doesn't matter how many you do. Just moving with your breath here. Keeping your feet on the ground. We're not going into a full Shalabhasana here. We're just lifting in and out of these little baby cobras. All 10 toes are on the ground. And one more. Lift, 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 lift. Lift a little higher. And release down. Reach back, grab your right foot. And pull your right foot towards your sit bone. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And let's release and switch sides. And reach for your opposite leg. Push yourself back into child's pose once more. Lengthening back. And then slowly come up, and let's come onto our backs. And go ahead and extend your legs all the way out. Legs nice and long. Bring your right knee into your chest and just take a nice long-legged twist, coming across your body. Anchor through your right shoulder. Turn your head, look over your right shoulder. Left leg strong as if we were standing up. And release, unravel. And let's switch sides. Left leg in, twist, turn. Look over your left shoulder. Press out through your extended leg. And unravel. It's time for our Savasana. Go ahead and extend your legs out and let your palms face upward. Take a moment to make sure that your head is supported. If you'd like, you can place a cushion, a rolled up blanket, a pillow underneath your thighs. And just allow yourself to drop into the earth. Coming into your final relaxation pose. And scanning your body from head to toe. Releasing any tension. Dropping into the earth. Allowing yourself to be cradled and supported. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment, to appreciate the peace and beauty that are available now. Continue to stay in your Savasana for as long as you need to feel rested and rejuvenated until we meet again. Namaste.